Gifted 2 tarot decks, but I'm not sure what to do. Oh, yeah. I love the art, but I haven't really stopped to learn yet. Well, what I would say, sometimes people like cleanse their decks and things like that, but you don't have to do any of that. You can just shuffle them and shuffle them any way that is easy for you. And then you can pull out, usually what I do is a spread like this. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so this is my deck, right? So I'm gonna shuffle it. And then I'm just gonna pull 3 cards out of it in that order. And then I'll do a very simple little spread. You can organize the cards however you want. You can also go online and there are different types of spreads that you can do, but this is like the simplest one, I would say. That's not just like literally a single card. You pull 3 cards in a row and then you flip them one after the other. The first card represents like the past. The middle card represents the present. The last card represents the future. You can also view it as the first card representing sort of the subconsciousness, like the thoughts and feelings behind a situation. The middle card being like the actual 100% objective reality of the situation. The third card, what their actions are showing, as opposed to like necessarily what they're thinking. Do you know what I mean? So if we do this like a past, present, future, then you can flip all 3 cards. For your cards, you can look up online or in a book. Usually a tarot deck will come with a book and you can look at what they mean. All of the pictures on the card, including depending on the deck, like all the colors and things, relate to specific aspects, but ultimately it doesn't really matter if you like know the perfect meaning of the card. Mostly tarot decks are good for intuiting situations and learning from inside yourself. On this deck, it's obviously like Halloween themed, so you can just kind of follow what you're seeing in the picture. So here on the first card, we have skeleton guy sitting in the front and then he has a bunch of homies in the back. So obviously he's got plenty of backup. And then here in the middle, the devil. She's got these 3 little guys on leashes, right? She's obviously a bad bitch in charge. And then this last card, the Ace of Imps, he's like held by his tail, but he's also like playing with these leaves. So he's kind of tied down, but he doesn't seem bothered by that. So if we're looking at the past, present, and future, in the past, maybe there was a situation where I felt very secure, like I had everything I needed and everybody was on my side. And so in the present, I start taking actions where I'm in control and I'm moving pieces around and telling people what to do a little bit. But the problem is like in the future, I need to be careful that I'm not oblivious to the things that are holding me back, because I might become so comfortable with the situation exactly the way it is, feeling like I'm in control, even if I'm not really, that I'm stuck without realizing it. Like I'm looking in the sky, feeling like I'm able to move around, do whatever I want, but actually I'm being tied down and held down by something that I'm not perceiving. You can even go as deep as to say, like, see this little man here in the corner? He sees the hand, he sees the whole situation, but I don't. The imp does not. So like clearly other people in this situation might understand what's going on, like the full extent of it, but I might not really understand because I'm not talking to them, not looking at them, not listening to them. So like, even though I haven't looked up in a book, obviously I have a lot of card meaning memorized, but like, even though I haven't looked up in a book and gone straight by exactly what the static cards mean, I'm able to look at the pictures and like understand it. I think tarot cards are more about taking things that are inside your brain and showing them on the table and letting you understand yourself better by recognizing your first thought, your impulse. So that's what I would recommend for the tarot cards. I hope that was interesting.